Welcome to your season in review for the Lucas Oil Pro Motocross Championship, sanctioned by AMA Pro Racing. As everyone knows, 2020, a wild season for all sports, and motocross not immune. The Monster Energy Supercross Championship had an extended break, and then a larger break to get ready for motocross. The season normally starts in May. It would begin in August at a track that had never hosted a Pro National before, at Loretta Lynn's Ranch outside of Nashville, Tennessee. And with all the changes, the scheduling, the tracks, no one really knew who the favorite coming in would be, even though Eli Tomac was carrying 3 straight championships when the 2020 season began. But it was the great unknown to race at a track that most of these riders had not competed on since they were kids as amateurs. And it led to a surprise winner at round 1. Here are the highlights. Joey Savacci trying to edge to the inside. Welcome back to racing and welcome to Suzuki's. Joey Savacci did not see him in Supercross. Wait a minute, his teammate going by. It's 1-2. JGR Yoshimura Suzuki, fast Freddie Noren, and his new teammate Savacci right there. So how about that? Yellow magic up front. Jason Anderson quickly trying to challenge Savacci for the number 2 spot. He's on that white number 21, and he makes the pass. Can he get them both? Mistake by Noren. Anderson looking to go to the lead.
Now they almost went 3 wide in that corner. Noren's still able to hold it on, but like you said, and Anderson gets over that, triples that section, makes that pass easy. We hadn't seen anyone do that today, obviously, I think because of the mud and the rain, but Anderson pulls it off first lap, jumps to the lead.
Battle, look at this, 6, 7, 8 riders all stacking up. I see Chase Sexton, our fast qualifier. Off the pegs for Anstey. He's able to recover, and Tomac's going to roll everyone around the outside.
Stayed out of the deep stuff. Look at Sexton. Where did he come from?
Sexton looks to make the pass on Tomac, and he does, and he's also going to get Anstey.
Wow. Sexton was barely in the shot, and all of a sudden, he's shot out of the shot. He's passing guys like they're looking for parking right now.
Yeah, now he's looking to get Noren as we go into the 10 Commandments. So the speed we saw from Sexton in qualifying has replicated itself early in this first moto. What great racing. What a great battle they're watching right now. Chase Sexton goes down right in front of Zach Osborne. First race in a 450 for Sexton. We're all saying you got to stay calm when you're in these battles, and he's the first one to make the big mistake. Cian Cerullo, he's the one with the green handguards. That is Freddie Noren, who had our whole shot going a lap down, and Cian Cerullo gets around Tomac. This is not a vintage Tomac moto, more of a flashback to those earlier Tomac days where he'd throw out a weirdo one every once in a while. This has not been exactly how the champion scripted it, going back to 7. No one exactly knows where they stand coming into the first moto of the season, so it's a statement win. Jason Anderson takes Moto 1 at Loretta's. Zach Osborne, a good start of that white Husqvarna. Does he have the Motorsport.com hold shot? A couple riders getting bounced around. Cian Cerullo in second, putting the attack to Osborne.
Another good start there for Jason Anderson. What he wants, he needs 2 good motors for the day, but you know who got buried in that first turn was Eli Tomac. Was that Barsha?
I think it's Justin Barsha, who was 3rd in Moto 1 off of the motorcycle. And Cian Cerullo seizes the lead from Osborne, who had that Motorsport.com hole shot. So it's AC, the rookie, first ever 450 motocross race for last year's 250 champ, looking good early. Adam Cian Cerullo, it's a precarious position. Luckily, he's not hurt. But he was running so well early in this race and goes down, and I think the left side of that bike has been damaged.
Yeah, this is a much better moto for Tomac. He looks a little more cool, calm, and collected. In that first moto, he just seemed a little off. You could tell he's just fighting the bike a little bit. You can tell he's more in tune. And I think he's going to do a little more of Tomac's specialty, which is really pick up the pace as this moto heads into the second half.
Another inside line from Eli, and he's got it done. Tomac going to give Anderson a look to the inside here. Anderson will be the inside of the next corner, though, to try to hold him off. But this outside has worked. We've seen passes from it before. Tomac's going to give it a shot.
Yeah, just a good slingshot around the outside there.
So Tomac methodically working his way up to 2nd now. So be a statement-style ride for Osborne to prove he is a genuine championship threat now in the premier class, the 450 division. Tomac back in 2nd. And a great ride, by the way, for the rookie Chase Sexton in his first race in this premier division, looking for 3rd. The 20-year-old in the Honda. Baggett is now ahead of Muscan, and Anderson, who was up front early, drifting back to 6th. And that has always been the key to motocross. You have to do it twice in one day. You cannot luck into overall wins. Osborne is going to finish second in race 1. He's looking at the win in race 2. And with it, Zach Osborne, for the first time, is going to be an overall winner in the 450 class of Lucas Oil Pro Motocross. Osborne wins at Loretta Lynn's. So Zach Osborne fires first in the 450 championship this year. Tomac recovers from a struggle in the first moto, an uncharacteristic 7th, the second in Moto 2. When we do the math of both races, he ends up on the overall podium today. So good salvage job for him. Round 2, supposed to take place at Washougal, Washington. That got canceled, and we just stayed at Loretta Lynn's ranch for a second round. And then it changed again because of the rain. This is a mud race.
Let's see how Tomac does. He was a little ways out there, but, whoa, just gets roosted.
Freddie Nord, who had the first moto hole shot a week ago, almost had it this time. Oh, on the number 31. Now it's Justin Barsha to the lead.
That looked like a Husky rider. I'm not sure if that was Anderson that went flying down the first turn, but it looked like someone went down pretty hard.
Barsha with the motorsport.com hole shot and immediately gets bogged down. And did Chase Sexton stop the motorcycle and pull a tear off while running second? He did.
He did, definitely did. You don't see that very often. Unbelievable.
It was Jason Anderson who was down. So our first moto winner from a week ago now down in the mud. And man, you put Justin Barsha on a muddy track and you give him the motorsport.com hole shot, and it could be see you later because this guy is great in the mud. Oh, Tomac, that was a knack-knack, but not for freestyle purposes.
That was what Cinderella did last week, but off the face of a jump.
Is this Tickle?
That's Tickle.
That's Tickle. Another rider in the red gear on a Yamaha, and this one counts. That's a lead lap pass for Tomac. We'll put him up to second. So far, good early. We're watching Osborne coming through traffic.
Yeah, making a pass, and then, whoop, down he goes. So, gets up quickly, keeps the bike running, loses a few seconds, and then Anderson, some more issues for him.
We always know in the mud that you got to watch Justin Barsha. Couple that with the fact that even in drier conditions last week, he was very fast and capable. And then equals this. Moto 1 belongs to Justin Barsha with a huge gap over the rest of the field. And Tomac's bike has stopped.
It was spluttering. I was curious. That is...
Cannot believe how quickly this thing has turned. Now, like I said, there is actually not a term. DNF is not actually a term here. They just count how many laps you did. He lapped so many riders that I think he might still end up with a top 10 finish. Let's go racing for the final time today from the Loretta Lynn's Ranch. Looks like Marvin Muscan on that orange Red Bull KTM up front. Another rider down. And around the outside, the Brit, Max Anstey, who certainly knows his way around a muddy track. The Englishman on the 103. Taking over the lead, it was Tomac.
That is going to make this a long moto for Tomac. That is not what he needed. Oh, look at...
Oh, he's closing on. He's going for the pass, and he makes it on Cian Cerullo.
That was a bump and run, but not intentionally.
And then Osborne sideways, and Cian Cerullo sideways. And down. Wow, for a second I thought that might have been perhaps Muscan or Anstey up ahead.
It's like the wildest 10 seconds of TV.
Absolutely. And Osborne is still charging. In fact,
he got Marv.
He got around Marvin. He's up to second. Oh no, Barsha might be out of this one. And now we're saying, that was him. A mistake for Anstey, and that is Osborne going to the lead, and with Zach Barsha stalled in the same spot. Okay, we got a battle for the lead in our hands. And Osborne now has it. He's taken the moto lead from Anstey in the mud. Oh no, Tomac has stopped again. Tomac has stopped just like I said happened in Moto 1. Now in Moto 1, he had lapped so far into the field because it was the very last lap. He ended up 9th. But now it's 2 laps to go. There is more time for everyone on the track to keep circulating.
Or unlap themselves.
And unlap themselves and put him further down in the results. This is the disaster for the 3-time champion. What a charge from Musquin here with a few turns to go in the final lap. It would be a 6-point swing if Musquin can make the pass, and that would be enough for the overall. Musquin is there, but there's now only one turn to go. Does Osborne have enough power left in that bike to hold him off? Final turn. In improbable circumstances, Zach Osborne wins Loretta's again. Wow. I cannot believe what has happened this weekend. I cannot believe it. First two rounds, certainly unpredictable, including a mud race at round 2, and Eli Tomac, your 3-time and defending 450 class champion, his bike broke in both races, leaving him in a massive points hole early in a shortened championship. So round 3, pivotal for him. It's Ironman Raceway in Indiana, and Eli Tomac looking to get back on the board. Here we go, Moto 1 of the 450s. Not a great jump for Adam, and he's going to get pinched off, and it's going to be Marvin Musquin leading them around. Can he hold on for the whole shot? Tomac right there, but it's going to be Musquin. Oh, big pile up.
Oh, yeah, Marv, when he went on the brakes, you saw the front end dive. It was a little soft. No, it wasn't Marv.
No, it wasn't Marv. That might have been Baggett. It was a different KTM that went flying. Tomac's second. Osborne is third. Oh, it's Bogle. I knew it was one of those Rocky Mountain ATV-MC KTMs. Hopefully Bogle's okay. Musquin, Motorsport.com whole shot. But here is Eli Tomac.
Look at Sexton.
Well, yeah, as fast as Cianciarulo has moved forward, Sexton is going right with him and now trying to make the pass. These two ride together during the week. Oh, and they cross lines. Too close for comfort there, especially heading midair over a triple. Sexton trying to get around the 9. Great race developing in our first 450 class moto of the day. There's your top 3, Marvin Musquin, Eli Tomac, and Zach Osborne. And they're bringing the kids with them, the 2 rookies, Adam Cianciarulo and Chase Sexton, the top 5, all in one stop.
Because if you're Cianciarulo, you're looking...
Oh! Osborne into a lap rider, and it's going to cost them both spots.
That was
Cianciarulo and Sexton by. Marcia has now gotten around Osborne. Osborne all the way back to 7th. So Musquin's going to erase more than half of the deficit in the standings right here. Tomac's still there, still lurking, but I think he's out of time. Marvin Musquin going full circle at the track where he was injured last year. He lost nearly a year of competition, and he goes back on top by winning the first moto. Eli Tomac, the comeback begins this weekend. 3-time defending champion of the series. Bike broke in both motos last weekend. He's already nearly a full race down, 40 points in the standings. If he wins this moto, he'd be this weekend's overall winner. And that's exactly how he wants to ride the ship, going from the bad to the good. Here we go. And Osborne a better start, but now it's Adam Cianciarulo and Dean Wilson battling for the lead. No, it's actually Osborne, sorry, and the other Rockstar Husky. So Osborne, nice bounce back for him. Motorsport.com, whole shot. Cianciarulo right behind him on the number 9. And look at Cianciarulo looking for room to make the move on Osborne.
Cianciarulo is really impressing me with his poise and just doing the things that I even said with the KTM keys to the moto, line selection. His line selection is great. He's running the outsides in some of those areas where most guys are because it's smoother, but in the deep ruts, the technical stuff, he's getting through just a little cleaner than Osborne, and that's usually where Osborne shines.
Yeah, Osborne, one of the shorter riders, Cianciarulo, one of the taller. That makes it tough. Get those long legs into those ruts, but he's making it work right now. Going to try the outside. Osborne didn't go all the way outside to block him off, and this might allow Cianciarulo to get by.
Puts him on the inside for this corner. Can he take the line away? He does. Go straight to that outside.
Came into that corner standing up. And Cianciarulo to the lead. And by the way, this would give him the overall win for the weekend with 3-1 scores if it ended like this. But you've got to figure you're going to hear from Tomac before it's over. He's right there behind Osborne now. Lap rider, that's going to slow Osborne, and it allows Tomac to get by. And then he's got to pull a tear off, and now Barsha's passed him as well. And Barsha's going to get them both.
Is he? They're going to be side by side. Tomac will have the inside. There's lappers. Where do they go? You see the yellow flag. That's for Anstey.
Whoa. So now it's Tomac up to second in that exchange 2-lap traffic, and not that far back behind the leader, Cianciarulo. What great racing here in Indiana. Eli Tomac on the number 1. He's on the comeback trail in more ways than one. He's trying to take the lead late in this moto. He's on the inside. He's got his teammate Cianciarulo. And boy, did he ever need this. Tomac, bike broke in both motos last week. He found himself in a huge hole in the series standings. 40 points back in a series that only pays 50 points maximum per weekend. But now he's going for the win, and Justin Barcia following him through. He gets Cianciarulo as well for second. What great racing today.
Yeah, you can hear the fans are into it. The limited amount of fans that are here are having a great time. This is close, but Barcia has definitely just found something in this motor, and Osborne's coming back too, to the inside.
Oh, and it has come unraveled for AC. He's gone from first to fourth in one lap, and that's how close the competition is today.
Look at those bikes just really using all the suspension travel. Tomac leg off, trying to balance coming out of these deep ruts. Barcia's close, but he's not going to run out of time.
Oh, he's using the inside to the sand rollers. One turn to go. Barcia versus Tomac. Tomac's got to be perfect in this corner. He is. And he's back on top. Big win for Eli Tomac here at Ironman. Amazing racing so far this season. Very fun to watch in the 450 class, but at the top, Eli Tomac doing what he has to do. He needs race wins, and he needs to put Zach Osborne behind him to make up valuable distance in the championship. Can he keep that going? We head to Redbud for the first leg of a doubleheader over Labor Day weekend. Here are the highlights from Redbud 1. Osborne, good start. Can he hold it into the first turn? I believe he will. Motorsport.com hole shot. That is Zach Osborne. He's got the Suzukis up there again. Noren on the 31. Anstey on the 103. They have been quick out of the gates. The yellow bikes this year. Cianciarulo in the number 9 trying to get around Noren for third.
But Tomac was right there. I wonder if there's a few riders may have bumped or tangled because, Cianciarulo lost the front end at the exit of the corner. Couldn't get that long leg of his out in time. Bike is running.
Oh, the frustration. I mean, we just see it far too often. He's aware of it as well. He's waving to make sure the riders know that he's not going race pace over that jump. If you fall off the back of the championship hunt at the end of this doubleheader, it's going to take a lot of the wind out of the sails. So I think he knows he's got to nail down 2 great finishes this weekend. Zach Osborne, a big first moto victory here. A off the podium finish for Tomac in the first moto. Looking to bounce back here, your 3-time defending champ. Cianciarulo in the 9 crashed early in the first moto. He wants to avenge that. Revs are up. Gate is down. Bad jump for Tomac on the 1. He's going to get edged out by Osborne. He's looking for a second straight hole shot.
Yeah, right out of the gate, you saw that. Tomac just got pinched there and lined up next to Osborne. I was worried that would happen. If Osborne gets a good jump, you know what he's going to do. He's going to try and close that door. Cianciarulo right behind him.
Oh, a good start for Barcia in third behind Cianciarulo. Barcia had to come from way back in our first moto. Craig, another good start. He's on the left on the red Honda HRC machine, and he gets around Barcia. Meanwhile, temporarily. Oh, a bunch of Hondas coming after Barcia right now. Oh, Barcia almost tangles with Cianciarulo. He's going for second, and I think he might have it.
Barcia just ripped that corner so well there. Got through it so clean.
No! Almost touching wheels and again! And he just punched Cianciarulo, who wisely able to find that berm and stay on the track just barely.
Can we see another incredible second motor from Barcia? And those points bring him right back.
Oh! And Barcia, I can't even tell what direction he was going. Cianciarulo looking to take advantage. Side by side over the biggest jump in this championship. Over 100 feet. Larocco's leap. Barcia fights back. Oh, Cianciarulo, you know he's a little angry. What happened? They made contact on the first lap. He was not going to give that position to Barcia.
Because when Barcia's behind you, you know he's behind you because you can hear him. Oh, little bobble there from Cianciarulo. Didn't get the drive. Barcia's got the inside.
And just drifts all the way up the racetrack to push him off. Cianciarulo going to be even more angry now. That's 2 rough moves from Barcia. Again, that's Barcia's customary style. That's not illegal in motocross. You can do it.
Cianciarulo now wants to have a look at Barcia. Up the inside, he's going to leave the brakes. But Barcia makes a mistake. Wasn't able to do that tunnel jump.
Then a mistake from Cianciarulo. Barcia comes back and then feet off the pegs. Barely holds onto it and still stays in the gas and repasses Cianciarulo. What a battle.
Tomac's out of this one. They've actually dropped him a little bit.
All 3 of them in formation. Osborne, meanwhile, headed for pay dirt, headed for the 1-1, and a big statement in the championship. But we'll stay with this. A fantastic battle for second. Barcia the 51. The 9 of Cianciarulo, the 23 of Sexton. Larocco's leap. They've all got to clean it. If Barcia doesn't get it, you know that Cianciarulo will run it in on him. Barcia clears it, looks back, sees that he's got running room. Meanwhile, Osborne. 1-1 at Redbud 1. Zach Osborne making a serious bid for this championship and trying to end Eli Tomac's 3-year run as the 450 National Motocross champion. And now Tomac, as we go to the second half, has to fire back. See if he can do it. Redbud 2, second leg of a doubleheader. Musquin leads him into the first turn. Cianciarulo leads them out.
Great start for Tomac. That's been one of his better ones. Osborne also right in there. Straight away goes to that outside. He wants to be ahead of Tomac before they hit this downhill, and he gets Marv.
Yeah, picks him off to get into second, but Cianciarulo, the Motorsport.com whole shot. Musquin, Tomac, Osborne, all right there. Tomac, a big run around the outside.
Whoa.
He's determined today, and he gets around Musquin. And Cianciarulo continues to stretch it. Now 2.5 seconds over Osborne. He's gone. Now here's a rider that doesn't wait, Barsha, and he just knocks Musquin off the track. Oh my God.
That was as aggressive as you get, but that wasn't dirty.
I'll tell you, in a day like today, I got to say it, we miss the fans at Redbud. It is a spectacular atmosphere year in, year out. We don't have spectators. Only people here to watch are those that are entered in the amateur racing. Oh, Tomac side by side and makes the move on Osborne. Which one of these Kawasaki riders is going to get it?
Good corner there from Adam as well as from Eli. See them stretching it out to get that little extra airtime.
Musquin has gotten Osborne. Musquin has taken third. Cianciarulo working on his first ever moto win on a 450. He's got it. Adam Cianciarulo is a winner in the big class. Adam Cianciarulo, last year's 250 champ, the hotshot rookie of the 450 division. He won the first moto an hour ago. Can he get it done again in Moto 2 and win the overall for the race day for the first time on a big bike? Meanwhile, the championship battle. Osborne, with the red plate, your series leader, got passed late by the man second in points, the 25 of Musquin. Can he rebound in Moto 2? Here we go. Savacci on the inside of the Suzuki, but it's going to be Cianciarulo again. Motorsport.com whole shot for the number 9.
Wow, that was picture perfect. Almost a replay of Moto 1, what he wanted. And Osborne also, whoa, and several riders going down. It might have been Sexton. I just saw by cartwheeling. Oh,
Tomac and Barsha. Oh, Tomac, your 3-time and defending champ, really got it back on track with a strong run for second in the first moto earlier today, and now facing even more adversity. Clock keeps ticking. Cianciarulo keeps riding error-free, and he has stretched it big over Osborne. No! He runs into a lap rider and goes down. He had a 4-second lead. Is it big enough?
Gone.
It's not. There goes Osborne. He's got to try to hold on for the overall. Baggett gets by as well. There is your leader, Osborne.
Just starting to get that feeling like it's just his year. Every time you think, oh, maybe it's a bit of a bad day.
Yeah, but it might not be his moto.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. El Chupacabra is back. The late race heroics of Blake Baggett. He is on fire on the Rocky Mountain ATV MC KTM.
He has just been cranking off some good lap times. Love his line selection. Now he's going to have a dive up the inside. Zach leaves the braking pretty late. Wow. Nice move there, yeah. Their lines almost come together.
Let's see if Baggett can make a move on Osborne. He's right there on him.
Oh, he's good through that corner. Just didn't bury the bike, stays light on it. Oh, switches up. Is this a sneaky line? Jumps to that outside. Beautifully done. Kind of what I was alluding to. Find a spot where you make things work and make it happen. That was sensational.
I don't know if I've ever seen anyone do that. He got on the brakes early and darted to the inside, and Blake Baggett has done it. He's taken the lead here at Redbud.
Enjoy the moment. This is cool. We're going into a break. Baggett, yeah, you know what this means to him.
Oh, yeah, first win in over a year. So Blake Baggett rolls through the field. In a strong performance, he wins Moto 2 here at Redbud. And El Chupacabra back for a moment. Osborne going to look to bring home the moto in second, and Adam Cianciarulo with a first and a third today. Last year's 250 champ is now a winner in a points-paying 450 race. AC wins Redbud. The 450 championship in this series has been a microcosm in many ways of this wild 2020 year. Every time you think you have the answers, the questions change. It has been Zach Osborne's season in so many ways, but he faces real adversity in Minnesota, and his rookie challenger is starting to find his stride. Here are the highlights. Cianciarulo and Musquin fighting for it. Cianciarulo are going to control the Motorsport.com hole shot. So our winner last race into the lead now. Wow, that was a rough ride for him, and an even rougher ride for some others who are piled up back here. Tyler Bowers in the middle, 50 of Benny Bloss back from injury in that pile as well. And Cianciarulo leads him into the sand whoops. Oh, Baggett's coming. After Sexton, this would be for third. Musquin not too far ahead of them in second.
It seemed like for a couple laps, someone would pull, and you'd like, okay, this battle's over. Then the next 2 laps, the gap would close.
Yeah.
And it's hard to figure out. Look at Baggett.
Oh, Baggett charging downhill big time and takes third away. And feeling the sense of urgency, your series points leader, Zach Osborne, just made an aggressive pass on Chase Sexton, and that will put him up to fourth. Just as quickly as Musquin got it down under 2 seconds, it goes back to 2.3. And now Baggett is back. I think we're looking at another one of these situations where they each... Oh, Marvin stalled it. Marvin has stalled the motorcycle. That is electric start. It should start quickly. Ooh, that was a scary moment. I didn't know if it was going to refire. It did.
It looked like it took a little bit of time. He's going to be really frustrated with that.
Yeah, but that begs the question, what happened to Osborne? Somehow Osborne was 7 seconds back. He was a lot closer about 2 laps ago, so that bails Marvin out. At least he's not going to lose a spot to the points leader. Cianciarulo, the gap over Baggett, 1.4 seconds. Oh no! Sexton had a good run going, and he has crashed, so that could upset the order. Yep, Craig just went by, so that's going to knock Sexton several positions back. Barsha goes by, Tomac goes by, Craig goes by, so that was costly for our fast qualifier. Cianciarulo's got to get this left-hander, and then this final corner has been tricky to get into. They all want this inside, got to walk the tightrope. He does it. Adam Cianciarulo keeps it going. He wins the first moto here at Millville. Cianciarulo won the first moto, but Blake Baggett was right behind him. Should be a bit of a rematch between these two. What about the title contenders? Can they get up in there? Let's go racing. Baggett leading them into the first turn, but Cianciarulo shooting around the outside.
Oh, wow. Cianciarulo just held the gas on. Baggett didn't close the door, and Cianciarulo just snuck through, and I think just got enough to get that Motorsport.com Hole Shot Award, just like the first motor, out front early.
Cianciarulo's lead, 1.4 seconds, as Baggett and Sexton continue to battle second and third. Then it's Osborne and Musquin. Barsha Craig, another bad start for Tomac. He's 8th.
Baggett's approach to the race is kind of interesting. He starts off a little bit.
Oh, wait a minute.
Making a...
Sorry to cut you up, but that's exactly what Sexton just did. Sexton makes the move.
Yeah, and just kind of starts off a little bit slower, kind of, you know, and then he lets the, you know, which you kind of let it come to you. And I learned the hard way too. It's like you got to be like Sexton. He's sprinting right now. He's going for it.
Wait a minute, Zach Osborne. He has lost a couple of spots, and it is now Barsha and Tomac who are now in front of him. And last time he went by the mechanics area, we were hearing he pointed down at the motorcycle. So I don't know if it's a crash or something has gone wrong with the bike. And now is the board. They are desperate for him to pull in, and he's not doing it. So now Musquin has had problems as well. He has dropped to 9th. That's going to minimize the damage incredibly. With Osborne running 12th, Musquin might only gain 3 points in this moto to Osborne, who's got a front flat tire. So really the man to take advantage of all this is the kid. Adam Cianciarulo has figured the 450 out. Baggett a good run. He will finish second in both motos, but couldn't track the kid down. Osborne, nope, that's not third. That's 1 lap between he and the leader, but he does it. The number 16 will finish 16th in the moto. You get 5 points for 16th. It could have been worse. Cianciarulo's 2-moto sweep and second straight overall win coincides with a bad day due to the flat tire for Osborne, leading to a pivotal round at the heat and humidity in Florida's WW Ranch. It's Cianciarulo versus Osborne for the championship on the line.
There's a lot more clay behind the gate now than there used to be. Last year it was all sand.
Yeah, the guy's got to gamble on tire choice and everything when it comes to that, but Cianciarulo I thought he had the whole shot, and we got our title contenders right up front. Osborne sneaking it by to take that Motorsports.com whole shot. Seeing Cerullo right back.
Yeah, that was really close. You could see they were almost rubbing elbows coming through that section. Look at Sexton, fastest in qualifying, wastes no time getting past championship leader Osborne.
Wow, this is the setup you want to see, Kenny. And we have a race for you right now. Adam Cianciarulo, Chase Sexton going at it, scrubbing together. Who's going to get the advantage on the inside of this corner? Sexton, he's got it.
Yeah, he used that line Kenny was just talking about, doubling out of that rhythm at the end there. So Sexton doing something that no one is, and that was enough to get the pass, but Cianciarulo fights right back.
Oh, he's going to put himself on the inside of this next right-hander. Can he carry enough speed to get it done? He does.
Adam does not want to go back right now because he's in a good position about keeping a clean goggle, not just getting roosted, because closing the gap and passing are two completely different stories. On the other hand,
Sexton. Woo, feet off the pegs. That was passenger for a moment. All right, so yeah, Osborne on the charge now. He sees an opening, side by side. Little more momentum around the outside. That bails Sexton out. Osborne charges again.
Sexton saw him there and just got enough throttle. Let's see if he pulls away through this.
Zacho sideways.
He was almost crashing the whole way into that corner, and he still kept the gas on.
I was just about to ask if Osborne actually caught on to the little double, but obviously we didn't get there.
Around the outside.
The outside, what?
Wow.
How did he make that happen?
Momentum, Big Mo.
All right, so Osborne, you could see he got close, and he was not going to take no for an answer. Making mistakes, he held that thing wide open and eventually able to get around Sexton.
And I think he might be also running out of vision, as in, I don't know if he's got any more tear-offs left. I saw him give a wipe, or maybe he knows he's almost out. That's probably why
he is flying right now. He's already going for it, side by side.
Wow.
Looking to go from third to first here in the course of one lap. Zach Osborne completes the pass. That was a statement right there. Zach Osborne. This is exactly the way he wanted to do it. Not just taking a moto win, but to do it straight up over the rider who's closing on him in the championship. It's only halfway through the day, but what a great first half of the day it is. Zach Osborne wins the first moto here at Jacksonville. Statement ride for Osborne earlier today to pass Cianciarulo and get the victory. What's going to happen here in Moto 2? Revs are up, gate is down. Musquin going to lead them into the first turn, but Justin Barcia around the outside of the Yamaha.
Well, he carried a lot of speed. Barcia just railed that outside, jumps to the front. Marv was the first to get there, but look at Cianciarulo quickly trying to make moves. Will he double out of this section like he did in the first moto? He does. That's been his ammo. He picked that up from Sexton. He's going to make it work. Can he go to the front?
Oh, he wanted it right there. Barcia's going to be one of the toughest riders to pass. They throw it sideways together. Cianciarulo into the lead.
Wow, that was impressive right there. I tell you what, though, Cianciarulo knows in the back of his mind just how fast Zach Osborne is. He saw him come from behind, pass, and pull a bit of a gap first moto. Oh, Barcia went down.
Wow, that's a shakeup right there. You figured Barcia was going to be a contender in this one. Went down to that left-hand corner. Oh, and finally Barcia gets a good start and throws it away.
And this is where someone like Cianciarulo can really get a gap and then manage it, because if Osborne's taking alternative lines, not his line of choice because he's trying to pass, he might lose a little bit more ground. And if Cianciarulo could put his head down, maybe that gap's just too big. Oh, look at that. Osborne was so good there in Moto 1 as well. He tries to go up the inside again.
Trying to get Anstey around the outside of the HEP Twisted T Suzuki. And actually Anstey, he was so quick through there, he almost rolled up on Musquin, then a mistake. And Osborne goes right by.
Marvin's going to look back, if he doesn't win this title, those few frustrating moments to go, I had a chance, but it was a couple little mistakes. Even opening moto, you were like, okay, are we going to see that old Marvin? And then he does little things like that. You just see there, and he closes up. You see how he skimmed that jump. He won here last year. He needs to win again today to keep himself in this battle, and he does!
They come together, and Cianciarulo's down. They came together, Cianciarulo down, Osborne gets by. That's going to change the entire picture this season in a hurry.
Oh, that's not what Adam wanted. Yeah, Marv just pushing it. You can tell. You can tell not all these guys have their bikes 100% dialed in. Osborne does to the inside.
Split lane. Works in Osborne the first half. Musquin tries to fight back to the second half of that section. Musquin airs it out. Osborne on the inside. Got the lead. How about this? Finally, we're getting Eli Tomac up in podium position here. He has made the move on both Anstie and Chase Sexton. 4.5, 2.7, 6.5. Those are the last 6 moto scores from Tomac. As we were saying over and over, that's not bad, but just not quite what we were expecting from a guy who's almost always on the podium, and what a move! Tomac! It is on right now for the moto win.
Man, heart rates are pegged at max right now. This is, like you said, this is willpower. This is Eli Tomac just trying to remind people who he really is, and this is Osborne trying to win a title.
Woo, Tomac so fast around the outside, but smart move by Osborne, cutting the racetrack as short as he can down to the inside, trying to protect.
Yeah, he's got to run that protective line, but that could help or hurt him depending whether the inside is the optimal line or not. This turn they've been using the inside. They do it again.
So Zach Osborne had to answer the call with Adam Cianciarulo rolling coming into this event. That's exactly what Osborne does. He goes 1-1 here at Jacksonville. Zach Osborne has regained control of the championship over Adam Cianciarulo, but the odd part about Cianciarulo, the rookie, although he's born and raised in Florida, he says the next track in Colorado actually suits his riding style better. And it needs to, because the rookie is running out of time to make up points, and that leads to a dramatic next to last round with he and Osborne battling for the title, and an old favorite looking for a race win. Terrible jump for Eli Tomac, but a good one for Cianciarulo. And one Kawasaki's going to lead them in. Another hole shot for AC. He has been lightning off the line as of late. Osborne getting punted around by Barcia, and Sexton almost made the move on Cianciarulo. These two have been battling quite a bit lately. 7 straight Motorsport.com hole shots for Cianciarulo. That is unbelievable. Tomac going to try this inside.
Barcia made the mistake.
Neither gets the triple. Tomac has the pass for now. Barcia comes back. Mistake by Tomac. Barcia holds him off for the moment. Tomac tries again.
Yeah, Tomac tried everything. Look at that. That's how you rail the corner there. Tomac just absolutely nailed that rut.
So Tomac has gotten up to 4th with Barcia 5th. Next on Tomac's list would be Osborne. Osborne has been caught by Tomac. Tomac's on the inside. Osborne way outside in no man's land. That was not the line you want, and just like that, Tomac has caught past Osborne. Is there a problem here for the 16?
On pump this late in the season, it'll catch guys off guard because they're like, oh man, the bike was moving everywhere, the ruts were long, and I just held on tight and I tensed up.
And Osborne has had problems with arm pump, especially in the first motos throughout his career.
That's what I think.
Adam Cianciarulo, he is back. Dominant win here in the first moto. And that'll help him get right back in the title picture. Sexton, a great run, will finish up in 2nd. Eli Tomac looking for 3rd as we go and check in with Osborne here, a distant 4th.
You don't want to do that every moto, but you can afford 1 or 2 like that. Hey, if this is a bad moto for him, still not the end of the world.
Osborne taking 4th. Okay, so the 16 and the 9, they are top 2 in the series. Next to last round of this championship. Wow, what is this? Blake Baggett and Joey Savacci both not coming to the line in moto number 2. Carter's sideways, revs are up, gate is down. Oh, bumping and banging around. Huge crash going into the first turn. Marvin Musquin's going to grab the Motorsport.com hole shot. Somehow Cianciarulo, despite all that contact, is able to emerge in 2nd.
Wow, there was a lot going on there. I think Osborne and Cianciarulo were fighting for real estate, come out that start straight. And then Cianciarulo had to move to his left, which is coming into a right-hand first turn, and carnage behind him. But they both come out okay from that one.
One of the Suzuki's went flying as Musquin and Adam go together into that left-hand turn. I thought Cianciarulo had the pass.
Look at
Where
Osborne.
did Osborne come from on the outside?
Just railed that berm, carried all the speed, and Marvin goes from 1st to 3rd in 1 downhill and a corner. So you have 2 guys fighting for this, well actually 3 that are fighting for this championship are 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Great battle.
Oh, he's on the inside of Musquin. Anstie almost gets him.
I think he might. He's on the outside, but this is a long, foul, sweeping turn. He does. Closes the door, gets the inside, makes it happen. Marvin, not used to these sort of opening laps. When he gets out front, you don't see this.
Musquin to the 25. Tomac around the outside. Quick pass.
Wow. Tomac railed the outside right there. When probably 40 feet longer. He went so fast, carried so much speed up the hill. Almost got Anstey, might have Anstey, got Anstey.
Woo! 2 passes in 2 corners for Tomac when he begins to stir. As even your series leader, Zach Osborne, put it last week, he is lethal late in the second moto, and Tomac putting himself in position to try to run that lead duo down. Tomac has got an opening down to the inside. Who's going to leave the brakes late downhill? Osborne for the moment has it. There's Tomac again. Tomac right there.
Yeah, but he's on the outside for this corner. He's going to have to figure out where Osborne goes. He tries. It puts him on the inside.
Wow, you've not seen many passes on the outside of that corner, but Tomac got it done.
And he shuts the door at the exit, make sure, and you can hear the Colorado fans. They are loving this. They are pumped.
It's Cianciarulo now taking a look back, and he realizes it's Tomac, not Osborne, challenging him. Battle for the lead. It's on. 2 Kawasaki's. Tomac on the outside, triples up, takes the spot away from his teammate, Adam Cianciarulo. Here are the championship point standings if it ended like this. Cianciarulo was 29 points down heading into this race. He'd be down 20. So that's the key for Cianciarulo, to get it under 25 and then try to whittle it down from there. That's what he's done! Oh! Cianciarulo makes a mistake. Here comes Osborne. Osborne makes the pass. What a response from Cianciarulo. He is there.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, almost, and he goes off the racetrack.
He went in there, then tried to back out at the 11th hour, but he came in with too much speed.
The mystery continues. It doesn't matter how he did it. The bottom line is he did do it. Eli Tomac back on top, taking the win here at Thunder Valley. And Zach Osborne not going to take the win, but he will salvage points on a day where it looked like it would be advantage Cianciarulo, and what a charge. Cianciarulo got him back in sight at the end.
A mid-season run of subpar non-podium finishes essentially took Eli Tomac out of the running for his 4th straight championship, but it certainly had to feel good to get a race win in his home state. As for the title itself, Rockstar Energy Racing Husqvarna's Zach Osborne has led the points from the beginning of this championship. He is the ultimate racing journeyman. Born in Virginia, but at one point having to go to Europe just to find a ride. He won a race in Turkey. He once slept in a tent in Russia just to keep his racing fortunes going. He was eventually able to find his footing and find his place at the top of American motocross. But it would not count unless he can crown himself a champion in the Premier Division. And to do it, he would have to lock down the title at the final round right here at Fox Raceway in Southern California. Here are the highlights.
Cianciarulo way sideways out of the gate, and Osborne's going to use his pick. Oh, I thought he had the lead, but Musquin's right there.
Yeah, really close. That first turn is like a sharp left into a right, so all the lines come together. You can see what it's like being further back in the pack, just riders going everywhere.
Musquin challenging Osborne again, and Cianciarulo's on the other side trying to get him. Sexton and Anstey also in the mix. Musquin takes the lead. He is aggressive. Not his best performance last week. He's back here with a vengeance, and Cianciarulo around Osborne also. Here's Cianciarulo. Now he's distanced himself again from Osborne and is caught right back up to Musquin. He definitely has the pace in these early laps, and we're right where we were 1 lap ago.
Only problem is that outside is a very similar in speed, but unless Marvin makes a mistake on the inside.
Oh, Cianciarulo's there, a little contact, takes the lead. Now Sexton switches to the left. Oh, the lines almost come together, and all the while Tomac closing his belt. Musquin's got problems. Musquin's off the track. Osborne takes over second, but Sexton trying to pass him at the same time.
Wow, I can't believe Sexton actually made that inside that efficiently. We saw a couple times riders losing a chunk of time, but man, Marvin got squirrely coming into that turn, never got the bike set up, the front wheel went over, then he had to theoretically ride off the track to rejoin.
Sexton trying to find some new ground down to the inside. Can he finally execute the pass?
Wow.
He does.
That was beautifully done. That was just taking the shorter line, but able to get his bike in the right spot.
In this battle, as Tomac tries to find lines.
Craig got a little kick on that step up the hill there, but I can't say I'm surprised at all as Tomac barrels to the outside.
Ooh,
Lapper's having a look.
There's not going to be much room with the lap traffic, but Tomac completes the pass, moves wide to make sure he's got Osborne covered. Tomac is there to challenge Sexton. Craig, not too far back as well. A little mistake from Sexton. Tomac almost had him.
Yeah, Tomac squares to the inside. He's going to do a Sexton to Sexton. almost a carbon copy.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, no one's going to be more bummed that this is the final round than Craig. He is really finding his form. Look at this. He wants third. He wants Sexton. Down to the inside. Got him. Tomac versus Cianciarulo for the moto win. And whatever problems we had at midseason for Tomac, again, I've said it over and over, not terrible, just not his normal standard. He was getting a lot of 4th, 5th, 6th. Instead of podiums and moto wins, it's gone. This is vintage Eli Tomac right now. Won the overall last week. Almost got the second moto 2 weeks ago in Florida. It's all over. Cianciarulo for the lead here. Almost got him on the inside.
Oh, he tried to make it work. This is where he's fast. Watch us. He's really good over this jump as well. Tomac's able to stay low, but he knows he kind of has to follow Cianciarulo through that arced, roller section.
Down to the inside. Tomac's got a wheel on him. Almost pushes his teammate off the track. Side by side. Cianciarulo maintains the lead for the moment.
Yeah, but watch Tomac. He can swing to the inside. Cianciarulo's got to stay low and get the power to the ground, because watch Eli. He's going to try and make it happen.
Whoa, and Tomac again chops the front end off. Not dirty, just riding the wide bike.
Just racing. That's what you got to do.
It could be top 10 lapping before it's over. Tomac, a great run through those rollers. Cianciarulo almost off the side of the racetrack. Tomac going to go the long way around here. These lines converge, and Tomac finally has the lead. Well, how about this? Looking for back-to-back moto wins. We thought Eli Tomac, maybe he was just burned out and tired at the end of the year, especially dealing with the pressure of winning that Monster Energy Supercross Championship at the beginning of 2020. Instead, he's gotten stronger as the season has gone on. What team tactics? Eli Tomac wins the first moto here at Fox Raceway. Yes, so good to just get this championship in. We made it to the final round for 2020, and it was a good battle between Cianciarulo and his Monster Energy Kawasaki teammate Eli Tomac in our first moto earlier today. Tomac took the win in that one. Cianciarulo, who needs every point he can, ended up in second. All right, Osborne, can he get it done? Can Cianciarulo answer? We're underway in the last moto of the 2020 season, and Cianciarulo is going to start it with the whole shot.
Well, that's
Craig right behind him. Go ahead, Gio.
Yeah, check one item off the list there. As Cianciarulo gets the whole shot, I saw that Osborne got a decent start, got a little roughed around in that first turn, but he comes out quite nicely in that 5th spot at the moment.
So here's Craig, a quick attack. Or sorry, Chase Sexton, a quick attack on Craig. So the Honda boys just swapped the number 2 spot. Cianciarulo and Sexton still battling for the last moto win of the year.
Training buddies, they ride together during the week. They get to learn from each other. They know each other very well.
Oh! Cianciarulo's down!
Another one of those kickers.
Oh, the frustration. Another one's going to get away from him, but what will that do for the overall? That Kawasaki's electric start. He has that thing running. Now we've got to start totaling up the points. Is that enough for Sexton to maybe take the overall?
Oh, now we got a battle behind here. Tomac, he's been patient. He got to Muskin, lost a bit of ground, and I think he's going to try force the issue. Can he get it? Well, yeah, round the outside. We haven't seen that in that bend. Usually it's the other way around, getting up the inside, but Eli coming on strong as usual late in the moto. Fans cheering as they appreciate this young, talented kid going around the track who will collect his first win. You can see what it means. And they know there'll probably be many more of these days to come.
Oh, yeah, great move by Honda. They actually moved him up to the class early. Could have raced 250s one more time. Outdoors here. Instead, they put him on the big bike. And what experience and now confidence he has gained, because with 3-1 scores, Chase Sexton has taken his first ever overall win on a 450. An equally great run for Christian Craig, a career high, taking second in the moto. I believe he's going to just miss the overall podium for the day. Cianciarulo is going to be 3rd overall behind Tomac, who will be 2nd. And here it is, GL. Zach Osborne is going to get this done.
Yep, he even let Anstey by. Anstey's checking out, but Osborne's basically on a parade lap. He knows where he stands. It's so hard to push when you're in those positions. So don't be alarmed that he's well over a minute behind the leaders. It means nothing. He's just thinking about you know, everything he's been through.
And it's cool. We do get to have some fans on hand here to commemorate this a little bit more. They are cheering him all the way around the track. Certainly everyone appreciates the work ethic, just the never say die attitude. As a matter of fact, when he won his first Supercross title, that was the message on the pit board in the last lap from Dave Feeney, never say die. And you go over there, they have stickers all over the toolboxes, the team truck. That's their motto, never say die. And that has gotten Zach Osborne to the 2020 Lucas Oil Pro Motocross 450 Championship.
It's been the longest 9 weeks of my life, honestly, and this last one's been extremely tough. You know, you think of a million ways to win, and then you think of 1,000,001 ways to lose. So it's a battle of, you know, good and bad. And, you know, I just have to give it up to the Lord. I wouldn't be here without his grace and mercy. And, you know, I considered actually retiring in March after I broke my back, and my wife kind of gave me a pep talk, and we decided against it, went to Salt Lake, kind of against our better judgment. That went well, and it just carried into this outdoor season, and I came out swinging and was able to take home a national championship, which is something I never ever dreamed of doing, honestly. Like, it's way out of I felt it was way out of my league, you know. So dream big is the moral to the story, and don't ever give up. Find people that believe in you even when you don't, and just keep pressing on.
An incredible story, very inspiring, Zach, and congratulations to you.
Thank you. I'd like to say thank you to the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna Factory Racing team, everybody back at the Baker's Factory, my wife, my family. It's just, it's such a relief to win this today. You know, today that moto was the longest moto ever. Every sound, you think something's happening. Every time you feel a rock, it's just, you know, you feel every single thing, and it's like hyper awareness. So what an incredible day, and just thank you to everyone who's been behind me. There's a million people that have touched my career, and I couldn't name them all, but every person ever has gotten me to this point.
Enjoy every second of it, Zach.
You.
Thank you so much.
So Zach Osborne's long championship journey, perhaps even overstretching his own career goals, is complete. He is now a Premier Class 450 champion in Lucas Oil Pro Motocross. Congrats to him and his team. For Will Christian and Grant Langston, I'm Jason Wygant saying thank you for watching all of our racing all season long, and we'll see you in 2021.